Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World. In my rough voice this evening, my apologies. I got plenty of people in the house to get started. Tristan Darnold, Pick and Peedle, Matt McGiff, and H Quarter Horses, and so far Kim Wilhelm are the folks I've seen. Welcome to Harv's World. No big butt on this map. I'm sorry to tell you. This is Almosta Farm by Kaz64, and harvesting is where it's at, because all my fields are ready. All my fields are ready to be harvested. This is my coffee field. Coffee and hay. On Kaz's maps, whenever you harvest coffee, you get plenty of hay to go with it. Which, personally, I like because I'm trying to build up to cattle. You know, viewer request. We should have a cattle farm. And I'm just trying to get all of my ducks in a row to make that happen. So how is everybody? How's everybody doing? It's been a few days. Not too long this time. New all back for more. Doing good, man. How you doing? It's nice to see you keep coming back. I'm not sure what that says, but it is a good thing. I appreciate you being here. Anybody who doesn't know by now, Newall is actually a friend of the map maker, and he is part of this map. His name is all over the place here. He's got his own sale point. He's one of the farmers that you can do contracts for. And that's absolutely right, Tristan. Any good farmer needs a ton of coffee. And not only in game, but in real life, I am a coffee fanatic, so... And apparently I'm a fanatic of crashing trailers, but that's neither here nor there. Hey DJ, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? I am starting to feel like I need a bigger harvester, though. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you saying so. Just try to have a good time. You know, streams for me are more about really just getting to know my subscribers, talking to them for a while and all that good stuff. I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, it is a great map. It's absolutely a great map. I couldn't pick a Kaz map that I didn't think was fantastic. Some I like better than others, but on the whole, he is a great map maker. Yeah, Tristan, I don't do straight black coffee. I don't want it too sweet, though. Oh, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. Cole Wallace, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I think I'm going to try to get rid of this Jag. That's a Thursday night. You know, if you're in college, you know Thursday night is the start of the weekend. I guess not anymore. Not since COVID decided to wreck everybody's fun, but back in my college days, Thursday night was the night we started drinking. That's just a fact. Man, my voice is awfully rough tonight, and I apologize for that. Hopefully it'll clear up over time. Got my fingers crossed. You see the purple fields across the way? That's our red cabbage over there, man. And that's ready to go, too. We're going to have to pick up some new equipment tonight to take care of that. But Sharko was right. Sharko was telling me all about the red cabbage. He was on stream last time, and that is a beautiful purple field over there. Outstanding, new all. Have one for me, man. Kim, tell me what you got. Everybody here's cool. They're not going to pick on you for bragging very much. Kim Wellhome, Student of the Month. Let's give it up for Kim. Good job, man. Very good job. Now, is that like for the whole school? Is that for your class, or how does that work? I don't think I was ever Student of the Month. Yeah, look at those purple fields over there, Sharko. You were right. They are spectacular. I think that's one of the things I like most about Kaz's maps is he just does such a good job with the textures on everything. That's still very cool, Kim. Congratulations. Yeah, that's great. We need more students like you. Yeah, poppies and red cabbage, man. Kaz hit it out of the park with the poppies and the red cabbage. Truly. You can pass that along, Newall. If you would. There's this guy who's all of a sudden streaming your maps, Kaz. But apparently he thinks you're okay. Well, unless you're an interior designer, I think we'll just call that purple. And who knows, maybe it's just the way it's coming through on stream. I don't know. Hey, anybody play Chellington yet? The newest map by Oxygen David came out just a couple days ago. In fact, I was working that day, so I didn't get to do a map tour on it, which was a little bit frustrating. But it, as we expect from Oxygen David also, it looks like a bloody good map. I know I'm intrigued. And, you know, I'll be honest, I've never actually played an Oxygen David map. I just have run out of time. Dude, thanks a lot, Newall. I really appreciate that. I'm actually in the group on TaylorMade Maps, so I do check in from time to time. I just don't do much on Facebook. I'm not a Facebook social media kind of guy. I'm old. I can't quite wrap my head around social media. I need a social media director. Anybody like really good at social media that wants to be Harv's social media director? Yeah. Pick and Peedle and Caveman won't get to try the new Oxygen David map for a while because it'll take them about 10 days to download that one file. They both have sketchy internet, which we like to joke about, but I'm sure on their end it really does kind of suck. I picked up a stream today. I was watching a stream today by a guy that I met on Beck's Discord called Mouse2222. It was actually pretty darn funny. He's a good streamer. He actually really is. And he found a mod for a creeper. If you know what a creeper is, it's one of those things that you lay on so that you can roll underneath a car. But this is a motorized creeper, and it's got a setting on it called rocket. And he was running this creeper down the middle of a field onto a ramp and launching himself into space. It was pretty spectacular. Oh yeah, Mouse is awesome. The first day Bex invited me into her Discord, I got to chat with him for just a little bit. He's pretty hilarious guy. Bex is like the hub for everybody. Like everybody revolves around Beck's Discord, I think. At least, all of the all of the big name, the guys you think of when you think of FS19. It's like, oh man, he's been doing great stuff for years. Or but I think everybody pops in there at one point or another. And Bex is awesome too. Although I think the I think the holding tank on this harvester needs to be increased just a bit. Peedle, you're not old enough to do dad jokes. And that was definitely a dad joke. That was such a dad joke. That's as bad as my pirate jokes on Pineapple Bay. And no, you're not old enough to do dad jokes. I'm actually looking forward to getting the harvester for the for the red cabbage now, just because I know A, it's fast, and B, it holds a metric lot, a metric ton. So I'll bet I don't even have to unload that thing. $15 going on $82. I think we all felt that way at 15. People tell me I'm much more mature or I'm very mature for my age. It's kind of along the lines of everybody's mother told them they were the most beautiful baby they'd ever seen. I'm sorry. Not everybody can be the most beautiful baby that's ever been seen. Except for me. When my mom said it, it was true. Except, she had me on my stomach and I was changing my diaper at the time, so I'm not sure what that says. Define the circle of realism, Tristan. That actually intrigues me just a little bit. Hey, Hunter, how you doing, man? Glad to see you're back. Always appreciate you being here. Kim, I do not have Thanks, Sharko. I'm not sure how you would know that, but thank you. And Kim, to answer your question, no, I am not in the porn business, so no, I do not have Snapchat. And I won't tell you the name I've affectionately given Snapchat because I am trying to keep this a family friendly stream. There very well may be an account on MySpace with my name on it somewhere. Oh, Hunter, what happened? You got kicked from Discord? Like, what, did your parents take it away from you or something? What's going on there, man? I'm not following you, Matt. I don't know what name you're trying to mention. Matt does this sometimes. He gets off on little tangents that he thinks he's mentioned, but they're still in his head. Now, what I need is about a 5 million liter trailer that's this size, which could be done. But see, I have to run this size trailer for that harvester because anything bigger and they're too tall for the pipe. Yeah, not too far from the coffee being done. And God knows, coffee takes forever to grow. Been waiting on this for ages. Or what feels like ages. Yeah, we're doing good tonight, Kim. For a midweek night, actually doing real well. If I could ever get my throat to clear up, I apologize for all the throat clearing, guys, if you're hearing that. Yeah, for the first 20 or 30 minutes of the stream, having 15 people show up, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Maybe if we're starting off this strong, maybe we could hit that 30 mark. We're still trying to get to 30. So far, we're at 28. That was last Saturday's stream. Man, last Saturday was such a good stream. I thought about that, Sharko, but they're too slow. Although Bex just released some mega conveyor belts today, so maybe I'll have to try those out. Nah, I'm definitely not getting sick. Just got a tickle in my throat that won't go away. Don't even say it, Matt. I can hear your mind working from here. There you go. We need more Pick and Peedle's dad jokes to get people to come in. So, I'm curious, Hunter, why are you having to change your accounts and all of that stuff? You're all kind of making it sound like you got in trouble or something. Did you get caught doing something you weren't supposed to? Hunter, did you go into the Case Discord channel and start ranting about John Deere? Just asking. I know how you are about those kind of things. Kicked you out? I've never heard of anybody getting kicked out of, like, the whole program or anything before. Yeah, I like that too, Matt. I'm not sure what happened there, but... Oh, when it hits the trailer, it's roasted. See, those trailers have heaters in them. I can absolutely positively assure you I do not have COVID. In order to have COVID, you would have to have personal contact with somebody, and that is something I have very little of. That is an absolute truth. I'm just going to run down and empty. Yep, that's exactly right, Matt. So the beans come out white. When they hit the trailer, they automatically get roasted. See, because this is a game and they can't use brand names. These are like Starbucks special trailers that overcook their beans until they're burnt. What map are you playing on, Sharko? I don't even know why I bothered to put the pipe in. I'm just going to have to put it back out in like 30 seconds. Two hunters? Well, apparently Hunter can't get on his old account, so we really only have one. Hunter, should we kick the old Hunter from Discord? I understand your point, Kim. You know, it's odd, though. I've never played any single game as long as I've played this one, and I'm still not sick of it. Because I think everything that you do can be different. Like every map you pick, you can do something different. And that's, to some degree, one of the reasons I like Kaz's map so much is because there's different things to do. Different options. Oh, hey, Kevin. Thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping. I was wondering about that because I've seen Karen comment a lot, and she's been on streams a lot, and then all of a sudden it was Kevin, and I'd never seen Kevin before, and so I was like, I don't know, did Karen have a sex change operation or something? No, I mean, I didn't know, but no, it's awesome that you're both here, so thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Well, yeah, she's at work, I know, but she has been around on stream and such and commenting a lot, so that's what I mean. Green Mountain Forest. I don't think I've even ever heard of that map before. It's PG, mostly. Actually, you'd be surprised at what they call PG these days. Back in our day, what's PG now would have been rated R. I think they can get away with like firing off an F-bomb here and there and still getting a PG rating these days. Beetle, T for teen. So I understand the idea behind a four times map, 8 times map, and 16 times map, but how do you do a 2 times map? Is it like twice as tall, twice as wide? Because, you know, a 4 times map is going to be a 4x4 grid, obviously. Makes complete sense. Oh yeah, they get away with murder now and still get a PG rating. Almost literally. Yes, Petal, we don't want to hear about your dueling banjo days. We know what that's a euphemism for. I searched this. I always thought a normal map was a 1x map. That's why I can't figure out what a 2x map is. And for being a small field, this brought in a lot, is bringing in, I should say, a lot of coffee. It's a deliverance weekend at Petal's house. And no, I will not explain what I mean. Very cool, Kim. Well, if for some reason I miss it, I'll just tell you happy birthday right now. All right, I'm almost done with the coffee. What do you guys think? Should I go ahead and take care of those red cabbage? Squeal like a pig, boy. There. That's a direct movie quote. And that's pretty much where we're going to stop that. Oh, Petal, I think you're going to be surprised at just how fast those red cabbage come off the field. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of you are out there thinking right now, I'm going to be very clever and start talking about clover. But what you don't know is I actually muted the word clover from chat. So if it comes up, I'm not going to see it. Sorry. I can't for the life of me remember how I got the hay out of this the last time. What is the machine called that makes farms? You mean like to make yourself a new field? I mean, you just use a plow to make a field. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Kim. Yeah, I'll worry about it later. Right now, I need to finish off the coffee. I specifically said, Petal, some of you may be thinking, because I can read your mind. Yeah, just a plow. Any plow. Some subsoilers will do it, depending on what they are. Personally, I like to find a subsoiler that will do it. In fact, if I were going to pick one, it would be the Lizard 6M. Which, unfortunately, I do not have installed on the dedicated server, and would have been incredibly helpful yesterday. Did you look at your controls, Kim? Because you have to make sure that you give it permission to create new fields. There's an actual a command that says allow create fields, I think. So you have to make sure that you do that, otherwise it will not create a field for you. I would be willing to bet that you're the only one in the chat who knows what a 6-string banjo is, Peter. Just a guess, but although there used to be somebody around who played a lot of guitar, I can't remember who it was though. It's all right, Kim. It was an honest question. I am one of the few people in the world you will meet who will genuinely say that there is no such thing as a stupid question and mean it. If you don't know, you don't know. There's no harm in not knowing. No shame in not knowing. Okay. Well, in order to do what I need to do to take care of these cabbages, I have to sell my coffee. Because I'm going to need the extra money to buy the harvester. And it gives me a chance to show off Beck's awesome trailer, provided to Harv World by Bex herself, because she's awesome like that. And if you don't know who Bex is, well, it's Bex of Bex Modding. She runs the Office Discord server. Now, the downside of having all of these crop options is trying to find your crop when you need to load it up. That is a great way to phrase it, Sirstus, and I absolutely couldn't agree more. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. Coffee. Who's buying coffee? Port Sales. They're the big coffee. Newall. If Newall's still in the house, you need to get your prices up for coffee, man. Because You're just not. You're just not competing. Sorry. Oh, I'm still filling here. I don't know yet, Kim. When did I start? 8. I'll probably be on until about 10:30 or 11. Just depends how long everyone sticks around for, how active everybody is. Yeah, I average anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, and gosh, it's only been 30 minutes. HH Quarter Horses, how's it going, man? Good to have you in the stream. I appreciate you coming by. I actually see 18. On my end, it's telling me 19 now. Woohoo! Get everybody in here. We're selling some coffee and we're going to be harvesting some cabbage. Red cabbage. I don't want to drive all the way around. I'm going over the edge. Hey, it actually worked. Pedal, seriously? Really? The capacity on this trailer is about 7.5 million liters. Now that's what I'm talking about. Coffee just paid almost $250,000. 223,000. We are rocking. What would Elvis be doing if he were alive today? Scratching at the lid, trying to get out. Coffee has been very, very good to me. It's going to move this farm right along. Hey, Firewire, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you being here. Harvwell. I like that. Harvwell brand coffee. Yeah, I probably should have just tried to climb right back out. Oh well. Next time. There's going to be plenty of haulage. Well, at least one more trip with this trailer. Because, as Sharko just said, I'm pretty sure the cabbage coming off here is going to be significant. Very significant. Okay, we need one of Kaz's beet harvesters, the Ropa Panther 2 by Kaz64, a mere $345,000. But we have the money for it now, and we're doing this in Harv's World color. Crimson and black. How about them apples? And we're going to bump this sucker up so it holds plenty. And let's see. We can't get GPS on this? Or is that GPS and I just can't see it? That is GPS. There it is. It's the same color as the gravel, so it was just blending in perfectly and I couldn't read it. And that's plenty. 361,000. It moves fast, and Kaz has his sound effects turned up really loud too. Okay, now we need a header. So with the Ropa Panther, you do have different headers depending on your crop. And of course, we are doing red cabbage, and that's going to run 70 grand. And you know, I almost think leasing the header at this point is probably the better choice. I don't know, what do you guys think? Lease or buy the header? I've got the money for it, but if I start buying all these headers, I'm going to run out of room for anything else. I am going to leave it purple, though, because if I do end up buying it, these have to be color-coded. Otherwise, I'm not going to know what crop they're for. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, Matt. Oh. Whatever Peedle tells me to do, I'm doing the opposite. It'll pay for itself if I lease too, Sharko, and a lot faster. The consensus is lease, so I am leasing the header. I absolutely agree. And now I can bop right over to the shop and pick this bad boy up. Look at that beast. I mean, it's not like I haven't spent any money. I just spent $360,000 on this thing. Now, I don't understand folding the headers like this because literally, what am I going to do? How am I going to drive with it folded like that? I mean, granted, in-cab driving is not the best choice in my opinion. If you really want to challenge yourself, you'll in-cab drive as much as possible. For me, I've never gotten much of the hang of it. It's, as you can tell, I'm sure. Yes, I know, Shorko. I was just being a smart alecky. Yeah, you fold that header up and it's like, you know, putting Stevie Wonder behind the wheel. Or Ray Charles, for that matter. Alright, now I have to tell you, this is a truly wicked machine. And really, for the size of the machine, it's probably a little small. Alright, here we go. Cabbages are us. Look at that thing sucking the cabbage right out of the ground. That's a standard size sugar beet header. But that's a good point, Matt. The header could be wider. Alright, I'm going to see if I can harvest this whole field now without stopping. It's the most efficient way. Drive in circles. Until just now, Peedle, I'd never even heard of him before. Completely honest. $30,000 of red cabbage. $40,000 of red cabbage. So we've almost got 50,000 liters of red cabbage, and I'm not anywhere close to being done with this field. Like, I've done maybe a third. Alright, anybody want to take a guess at the final red cabbage count for this particular field? I'm going to guess 175,000 liters. Maybe. I haven't even looked at the price of red cabbage to see how much it pays. Now, I'm not talking about both fields. I'm just talking about this one field right here. What's the final tally going to be on the red cabbage on this field? Sharko says 140. I'm already at 75. 212. 172, 382. That's very specific, Matt. Very specific. Now, somebody at some point was asking me if I could make $1 million a stream on this particular map. I wonder if we'll hit that today. I've already made 225,000. We'll see what this cabbage brings in. I do have clover over there that I could harvest also. Oh, see, now I'm just going to have to leave that cabbage on the field. Since Matt assumed I wouldn't go back and clean it up, I have to live down to his standards. There's a bump in the field back there. There's 100,000. if you don't own a field, I don't think you have anybody to blame but yourself, since from what I've heard, you keep taking out loans from the bank and you still don't own anything. But if you want 100,000, I'll transfer 100,000 from this farm to you. I said I wasn't going to stop until this field was harvested, and so far I haven't stopped. Luckily, I haven't run into anything, which is a very likely possibility. And yes, I will have to go back and clean up some stuff. I know that. I probably should have changed the steering to front steering only. As long as it's only Cheez-Its, you're not buying corn nuts. Now we're at 133. See if I can sweep this corner. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Alright. Somebody tell me where sweep the leg Johnny comes from. What did I say? 175? No fair, Peedle. You looked it up. No, but actually, I was surprised by the show Cobra Kai. I thought it was going to be kind of stupid, and I've actually found myself really enjoying it. Oh, we're pretty darn close to having this field complete, so I'm not entirely sure that we're going to get to 160. But I still haven't stopped. Although, to be fair, Sharko does have a bit of an unfair advantage because he's done a lot of red cabbage on his own farm. This should do it. That's it. 143,850. Yeah, Serge, just going into it, didn't you kind of feel like it was just going to be, you know, a cheesy kind of thing? And they actually have done a really good job with it. I was very pleasantly surprised. Now we've got the big field. So based on that field, anybody want to hazard a guess on this one before I even start? Well, that's true, Sharko. All right, get your guesses in. I'm going to say 350,000. $260, $320, $312, 33,999,999. Kim, I'm not sure that's the best that's the best. I don't think it's going to be over a million. 275, 212, 300. Gonna have to come back for the cleanup again. I don't care. This thing moves so fast, it's almost not worth stopping. Just keep cranking through it, man. Try not to wreck into the trees. Or the trailer that's coming up. I don't know, that's one headland pass and we're already at 30,000. Hey Carla, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Clean up, clean everybody, move. Oddly enough, I actually only see 6 likes. Well, YouTube Studio isn't always what it's cracked up to be. I'm doing good, Carla, real good. Been having some fun tonight. We're playing Guess the Cabbage at the moment. How many liters of cabbage is going to come off this lovely purple field? Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate you looking out for me. I know people get tired of streamers and such reminding them to hit the like button and all that crap. So when you guys do it for me, I don't have to, and I don't have to annoy anybody. Alright, Sharko, have something good. Wait, what happened, Carla? You were trying to get a PC last night? But it didn't work out, so you got to do it tonight? Well, I'm sorry you had to wait a day, but at least you're getting one. That's awesome. I'll take one while you're at it. That was weird. The comment you just made, Matt, about like and subscribe, for some reason YouTube thought that should be blocked. I had to approve it. Oh, honey garlic wings. You can have mine. Not big on the honey, spicy honey. Just make them spicy. Oh, that's 100,000. Homemade spaghetti. Apparently Matt's wife is cooking again. She let him out of the doghouse. No, I don't know. I'm just being ornery. He wasn't in the doghouse. You think we're going all the way to almost 500,000 liters, Kim? I don't think we're going to get that far. Especially with this horrible driving I'm doing. This thing is quick, though. Really, for harvesting, it's very fast. Not that I'm complaining, because I don't know. We might hit 500,000. It's going to be pushing it. Well, you can be my guest and try, Matt. But I'm pretty sure you don't know my address. At least I've never given it out to anybody. Well, I need to get these I need to get these cabbages harvested up ASAP, simply because we're dropping off earlier than usual. We picked up quick and now we're dropping off already, so apparently the Great Cabbage Harvest isn't terribly entertaining. You know what state I live in, Kim, but you don't know where I live. I mean, Indiana has millions of people in it. You missed Matt threatening to give out my address. Okay, Matt, I'll take a look at it. Steve, buddy, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Glad you could join us. We are rapidly approaching 200,000 liters. Very rapidly approaching 200,000 liters. That's 200,000. Anybody want to change their guess? I think I'm going to stick. What did I say? 300,000 last time? Yeah, I think I way underestimated. I don't know, Kim. You might be right. We might be close to 500,000 liters on this thing. Hard to tell. So hard to tell. What is my real name? It's Harv. It's definitely going to be over 260. That I can guarantee. People been calling me Harv since I was your age, Kim. Kevin is switching to 400,000. Well, my last name is Harvey. Harvey. And everybody just always called me Harv. A very good old proper British name. I don't see that really happening. HH quarter horses. No offense to you or anyone else for that matter. But this, especially on this map, this is pretty much going to be my solo map. And as I always keep saying, this is the only time I get to just play and chill. Play for the fun of it. Which, I don't know. It seems like streams do better than videos, so I'm not sure what to make of that. But I enjoy both, but it's nice to just be able to get on and play a little bit. And I get the added benefit of playing and talking to you guys, which is outstanding. Well, most of the time. No, all of the time. It's going to be somewhere between 3 and 350. That much I know for sure. Some might argue that the most luxurious car still is a horse-drawn wagon. Hey, thanks, Firewire. I appreciate that. It's important to me that I have a chance to talk to you guys and hear what you have to say, hear your opinions. I like to answer questions. If people need help with something, I'll try to point them in the right direction. I'm not going to say I've got all the answers, but I try to Try to help as much as I can. Oh, I missed one lousy cabbage. Well, we're at 278. There's still quite a bit to harvest. I'm just trying to finish up on this end of the field. One lousy cabbage again. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere, I'm going to say 320. That's going to be my official guess, 320. Then I guess I'm agreeing with you, Sharko. It's probably going to be 320. I do need to get this finished up, though, because it's definitely not holding people's attention. It's watching a massive beet harvester harvesting red cabbage for hours on end. Man, I could just watch Harv drive that beet harvester for hours and hours. It's so relaxing and peaceful. 16, 17. I only see 16. I don't know how YouTube manages this stuff. You guys see it different than I do. So close. We're not even to 300,000 yet. Thanks, Sharko. I appreciate that. See, what's it been? I started back in April of 2020. I've been playing Farm Sim for 8 months. Almost every single day. And really, I'm not bored. Not bored with the game at all. But I think I have a different mindset about gaming in general now, and it's because of this game. Because I see the benefit of pure sandbox. And this game is 275% pure sandbox. It's completely what you make of it. If you go into a map and you're just going, well, I'm going to farm this map now, yeah, it's going to get boring after a while. I think maybe it helps that I'm always making up stories and doing episodes, and those episodes revolve around specific things. So that probably helps to some degree, and a lot of people don't have that. Well, I would pull up the stream. I have the stream on in a different screen, actually. It's like running... on OBS. Oh, I almost stopped. And I just realized I almost broke my rule that I can't stop. I don't want to run it in a browser also, because frankly I don't want to tax my internet connection that much and risk losing it. And I don't want to tax my computer that much and risk reducing quality. I do not have a supercomputer, super gaming computer like a lot of these guys do. Oh, we were wrong. We said 320. We're not even going to make it to 310. Are you kidding me? Really? There's one more cabbage out there. $307. $307 is the final cabbage count. Now what we got to do is find out what's it worth. And where am I going to sell it? See if it pays for the harvester. Did I make enough money to pay for this $360,000 harvester? It unloads quickly too, that's nice. Ooh, Mexican food does sound good. Yeah, let's get rid of this header. Alright, let's see what red cabbage is going to do for us. Apparently at Brianna's Beer and Burgers they really like red cabbage. And the price is falling, so I need to get over there. ASAP. The question now is, oh, there it is right there. Tag it. Man, it's so loud. I should probably turn traffic off for the streams just because it's so loud. In fact, you know what? I am. If you guys like traffic, I'm sorry, but man, it's just really loud. One megabyte up? That seems awfully low. I mean, I know upload speeds don't compare to download speeds, but even 1 megabyte, that seems very, very low. It's Brianna's Beer and Burgers and apparently red cabbage. Because all told, I ended up with 451,000 liters of red cabbage, and we're going to find out exactly how much that's going to net me. It should net me a fine chunk of change. $734,455, and I didn't even wait for max price. So with the, what was it, 224? Well, that'll be easy to figure out. $958,000 harvest income. And I wonder. Nope, nothing of any consequence. Almost a million. Almost a million. I bet if I go harvest that clover now for the very last time, I will break a million in this stream. And I've just barely gotten started on this farm. Oh yeah, Matt. I still have the clover field that everybody insisted that everybody insisted that I had to plant clover. Oh, it was Caveman's fault, really. He rallied the troops against me. There's nothing wrong with clover. It's just crazy. Well, I think you're going to get your carrots pretty darn soon. What was I? Oh, I was after the harvester. Computer electronics engineering. Very cool. I need a degree for that. That's right, Kevin. Although I'm not entirely sure that Karen voted for clover either. I'm not sure. I genuinely don't remember. But whatever it was all Caveman's fault because he's the one who said clover and then rallied everybody to vote for clover. But the other thing about clover grows really stupidly fast and it grows massive quantities. Like if you thought coffee was bad, clover is 10 times worse. I'm not even sure I'll make it to the end of this row before I'm full. In fact, I'm reasonably sure that I won't. Ha! Yep, one row. I got all the way. Oh, no, I didn't make it to the end of the row. Cut short. Fair enough, Kevin. Well, this is going to be the last clover harvest. I'm plowing this field. But right now I'm just trying to make that goal of 1 million in one stream. And the clover should put me over the top. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. What's a water restoration technician? As in plumber? We loved you, Cloverfield. Your days are numbered. I've got real money now. Now I got to think about what am I going to do with it. Buy a bigger harvester? I don't know. It's hard to get rid of this one because it's got such great tools on it. I mean, it doesn't mean I have to sell it. I would just turn it into like a permanent baler or something. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This harvester has like too many great tools that come with it. It's a forage wagon, it's a baler, it's a harvester, it's fast. But it's not very wide. Old timer Dave. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate it. For those of you guys who don't know who Old Timer Dave is, at least from what I've gathered here over the last few weeks, Old Timer Dave is kind of the guy who does all of the release stuff for Kaz. Whenever Kaz puts out a new map, Old Timer Dave does the stream to announce it, show it off, and get everybody excited about it. I watched Old Timer Dave's stream when he did Land Down Under just a couple weeks ago. And he always has the inside scoop. It was a great stream, man. I'm honored and humbled that you stopped in, really. In fact, as I recall, it was people were shocked because you had a face cam like for the first time on your stream. People were really happy about that. Yeah, it was actually it was the day that I met Bex for the first time. I was in Beck's channel with her and Mouse, and we were all watching the stream at the same time and kind of chatting about it. Ah, gotcha. Well, Newall was in earlier. I don't know if he's mentioned it before or not. He stopped in the last 2 or 3 streams on this map. which is always fun because I get to show everybody, hey, look, this is one of the guys on the map. He's got his own cell point and everything. Oh, and yeah, he mentioned that you guys had played this map on Christmas Eve, and I went back and checked out that stream, and you guys were having a good time that night for sure. I don't know, is Old Timer Dave in here? There he is. Old Timer Dave, another one of the map favorites on the stream. One of our farmers. He's in the house. Hopefully I'm doing the map justice. Newall seems to think it's going pretty well, but it's hard to tell. I'm pretty small time. Still trying to get the name out there a little bit, but we're getting there. And you can ask anybody in stream. I think most of the people in stream right now have been here frequently and often, but I'm always talking up Kaz's maps and telling people if they want to play great maps, they need to look up Kaz64. They can find his maps on Papa Smurf. And I'm even running Old Timer's Farm on my dedicated server. We stream from that one occasionally too, but that kind of got put on hold over the holidays because people were busy, and we need to get back to it again. Oh yeah, we're always having fun. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Then don't do that, Kim. Don't hurt yourself. I hope it wasn't something I said. Oh yeah, yeah. Newall said he was going to do that, and that's fantastic. Just here in the last month or so, I've really been meeting a lot of interesting people over Farm Sim. It's one of the great things about the Farm Sim community is everybody is so kind and casual and welcoming and friendly. The streamers, the YouTubers, the fans, everybody is just outstanding. Yeah, we'll get back to Old Timer's Farm here pretty soon. Real soon. In fact, a friend of mine I think has said that he's gonna do a stream next week on Land Down Under, and we're either gonna do it together or we're gonna run separate streams. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out yet. But Caveman's Tech and Gaming, he has notoriously bad internet. It's a running joke on our Discord, but he's going to be at an area where he's got good good internet for a week. He's going on vacation to Florida. He's taking his computer with him, and he's going to have good internet access. So he decided he wants to try a stream while he's down there, and he's going to do it on Land Down Under. So that should be interesting. We'll see how all that plays out. All right, Kim, take it easy. We'll see you in a little bit. Caveman has been an absolute godsend to Harv's World. He has done so much to help my channel out. I can't ever thank him enough. And he feels like I thank him too much. So you do the math. But yeah, he's a great guy. He would do anything for you. Um, and he's probably recording videos right now because he's trying to get some backlogged so that he can go on vacation and still have stuff posting. Otherwise, he'd be in here, I'm sure. Or he's lurking and saying, Harv, stop embarrassing me. It's annoying. Which is probably a better case. So come on, man. It's Thursday night. What do you guys got planned for the weekend? Anybody got good plans for the weekend? Gonna get out, party? Oh, wait. It's COVID-19. You're gonna stay in, party? Gargamel. Well, that would have to be Papa Smurf, and I'm definitely not Papa Smurf. Oh, that's a convenient excuse. I have to pack to go to Florida. Sure, he's packing. What kind of shop are you setting up, Sharko? Are you talking about your like 3D printing shop? Like you're setting up to start making stuff again? That kind of thing? Because you have the new printer now? Oh, and I did want to say on stream that I got a very, very, very stuck in this trailer. Um, I don't think they're here, and I'm not sure that I've seen them in stream, but somebody said thank you so much for the tutorials, and I got a very nice PayPal donation today. So if you're out there, you know who you are, and I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Still something that I don't know how to take yet, other than to say thank you and be very humbled and have a lot of humility over, because it feels strange. I'm adapting. It's hard to explain until you get to that point, but it's like, oh, well, thank you very much. I'm not sure I deserve this, but I appreciate it. So, anyway, that's where it is. Shutting up and being grateful. Oh, so you're setting up your Etsy shop, which really isn't a bad idea. Yeah, I can absolutely talk about joining the dedicated server. As it stands right now, we have one open spot on the dedicated server. Now, keep in mind, we are more than open to people who would like to join. However, you do need to be in Harv's World Discord. You need to be active for a couple weeks so we get a chance to know who you are and get a feel for your personality. Make sure everybody gets along, which we mostly get along with everybody, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm saying. We don't just want to jump in blindly with somebody. So keep that in mind, but if you're looking for a dedicated server, we do play on Kaz64's Old Timers Farm. A great map. We might actually be growing up enough that we could maybe move to the Wild West map. When we were first starting the dedicated server, there was no way we could manage the Wild West, but it's definitely a possibility. So something to think about, but everybody has built up their farms now on Old Timers. But Sharko Gaming, by the way, has been a great supporter of Harv's World, and he has been named the dedicated server manager. I have put him in charge of that. He graciously accepted. And so any questions about the dedicated server should be directed to him. If he has any questions about it, he will come back to me. But Sharko Gaming is an administrator on the dedicated server, but more importantly, he runs the dedicated server now. Congratulations, Sharko, and thank you. It's such a big help that you're willing to do that for me. Smaller fields, bigger map, huh? Well, that's the thing about Wild West. It's a 16 times map. And there's always a mix of fields. I mean, Old Timers Farm has a nice mix of fields size-wise. They're not all humongous. Yeah, I've been very lucky in the people who have become Harv's World followers or subscribers and really gotten involved. We have a really good group in the Discord. And it's gotten, we had a dead spot for a couple of weeks, and now all of a sudden it's really kind of picked up and become quite active. We've got Peedle's Music Hall now. Peedle will come on and play guitar or banjo. If people are interested in listening to some music. And yes, the only reason I'm harvesting this bloody clover is because I'm going to break the 1 million in a stream goal. I probably have enough to do it now. Enough clover. Clover actually really does pay good money. If that's all you ever want to do. Because I think I planted it and like in 4 hours it was already ready to harvest. I didn't even have a chance to put fertilizer on it yet. And you get all these bales. That you end up having to sell separately anyway, but still. Well, there are plenty of people who don't necessarily want to talk in voice. And we don't expect them to. At least I don't expect them to. And then there are people like Matt who pretty much insist on it. Well, I used to post teasers in Discord of upcoming videos and such, but the interest in that seemed to have waned, so I just kind of stopped doing it. Like I would post the thumbnail before I posted the video, things like that. Thank you, Sharko. I need to get some of those Nestle coffee biscuit things that we were talking about last night. Oh, Matt, I was just saying that a lot of people don't want to talk in voice in Discord necessarily, and I said, which is fine, they shouldn't have to. And I said, and then there's people like Matt who practically insist on it. Well, near as I can tell, we've had about 117 people check in on the stream. We've got 16 likes, and we're holding 12 people at this point. Which, honestly, keeping 12 people in, 12 people in stream for this amount of time is actually pretty good, believe it or not. Oh no, this harvester sounds like a tank. You should, I'm sure you probably have, but what is it, a Crivets? That old tractor I drive on Pineapple Bay, that thing sounds like a tank when it starts up. I was driving that today recording the next Pineapple Bay, and let's see, what was this? And Harv, how is always hiding, watching, but never seen? Say what, Sharko? Oh, tomorrow? No, I won't be available tomorrow night. I'm not going to be home, actually. As odd as that may sound, Harv not being at home, that's practically an oxymoron, but it's true. I would definitely like to get back in on Saturday night. We had such a good stream last Saturday night. I feel like that might be a really optimal time, because that's when we hit 28 people. And we're doing exceptionally well. Oh, not always. I'm not always hiding. Truth be told, and this is the God's honest truth, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody by this, but there is going to come a day when I just will not be able to enter Discord. Or even show that I'm in Discord, because I will be overwhelmed. And that's not to sound arrogant, but I really plan for my channel to grow, and the more it grows, the more people are going to come around, which is fantastic. It's what I want, and I will do everything that I can. But if we get to 5,000 or 10,000, I can't possibly engage with all of those people all the time and still get my work done. So it's going to become a tricky little balancing act. And I'm not going to discount or disregard the folks who've been around since the beginning. You guys will always have a way to, if you're not seeing me in Discord, at least get to me. In fact, Sharko, don't let me forget, I need to send you a PM that I had forgotten about, but a date with Elizabeth. Maybe. Maybe. She just did something incredibly nice for me, which you will find out about tomorrow on the next Pineapple Bay. So maybe I should take her out and do something nice for her. Well, I think we're a ways off from that yet, but you know, I'm trying to think ahead also. Trying to think ahead. Where have we come from? And where are we going? Trying to plan for the future a little bit. Well, she didn't do that, Matt. She just hooked me up with the guy, and we don't know about that Frankenstein harvester yet. I'm actually really intrigued to see that thing, how it's gonna work out. But she gave me her word that yeah, the guy's a bit of a tinkerer. A bit of a tinkerer, and well, we'll see if he's tinkering the right way or not. Cotton Eye Joe. No, I'm not saying you are saying she bought it. I'm just saying if she thinks that his equipment is good, then that's good enough for me. All right. I have got a lot of stinking clover, and my next chore is going to be to plow that clover field. As soon as I sell this clover, break $1 million for the stream, which is the goal this evening. Well, thank you, Kevin. Very much appreciate that. You and I'm. It's your wife, right, Kevin and Karen? Um, I don't know how I hadn't noticed. I don't know how long you've been subscribed, but you guys have kind of been around for the last 3 or 4 weeks and really been very supportive of the videos I'm putting out. So thank you both very much for that. Very appreciative. I do read every single comment that I get and try to respond to every single comment that I get, even though some of them might be questionable from time to time. But it's important to me that I be able to engage with you guys, which is really why I started the stream to begin with. So there you have it. And I still don't have my Fent 1050 on Pineapple Bay. Customs will not let it pass inspection. I don't even know why. They won't tell me why. They just don't want that tractor on their stupid island. How much clover did we end up with? Almost 122,000 liters. And who's buying these days? Reliable Robs. Oh, just right up the road. Apparently, Matt. Maybe that's what I have to do. I have to bribe them to let the tractor on the island. Maybe they're still working that old school communist angle. Well, not everybody's a fan of everything. You know, there are plenty of people who would watch me streaming but don't want to watch any of my videos unless it's probably a tutorial and they need help with something. Because some people don't like role play storytelling; they just want to watch farming. Um, you know, streaming is more just direct farming. It's just more just get in, play the game, have some fun. Where the videos probably for some people feel a bit contrived at times. Um, and sometimes it's a struggle because there's so many limitations with the game and trying to tell a story that it can be a bit of a struggle to set them up and keep them realistic sounding. I get the feeling it's probably going to cost more than a couple of C notes, but it's a possibility. I hadn't tried that yet. I do try to be an honest farmer. Maybe I'm just working in a dishonest environment. You'll see tomorrow, though. You'll get a little bit more of an idea what's going on Pineapple Bay. Just a little bit. Something I suspected. Well, thank you, Kevin. I very much appreciate that. 127,000. That did it. Let's check in and just make sure, but I know it did. $1,085,000 in 2 hours. We've been on for 2 hours. Yeah, you're right, Matt. It is a struggling government that has broken the bonds of communism, but is still trying to find their way, which is why we can't get any fertilizer or herbicide, which to say the least is annoying, but not unmanageable. Yeah, and I've only been playing this. This might be either the fourth or fifth day on this map. Well, we could check that out too. It's been at least 5 days. Well, Firewire, if you haven't been watching Pineapple Bay, Pineapple Bay is well, it's now called Pirates Bay Farm. And there are multiple reasons that my farm is called Pirates Bay Farm. Hey, Owzy, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Always good to have you in the chat, on the stream. Oh, I said I'm going to plow that field, and I'm doing it right now. I'm sick of clover, even though it did make me good money. You know, ever since I think it was Tom Baker, I don't think I've watched Doctor Who since then. Wasn't Tom Baker the Doctor Who that had the really long scarf? Well, thanks, old timer Dave. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. I have actually subscribed to your channel as well on that Land Down Under stream. Yes, Kim. We know you like to bop in and bop out again. It's the nature of the Kim. Oh, my pleasure, man. The small YouTubers have to stick together. So we have so much competition from those big guys already. That we enjoy watching them too, though. Hey, if you didn't hear, Kim was named Student of the Month at school today. So Ozzy subscribes to all YouTubers that play FS19 that he watches. The bale trailer, it's an auto load bale trailer, so I don't think so. But I was under the suspicion that somebody had put out an automatic auto load bale trailer for console. I thought somebody had said that, but oh, the big YouTubers struggle on maps like this. I don't know that I've seen that. But they do tend to stick with the stuff that comes out on Mod Hub. If it's not on Mod Hub, they tend to shy away because they're very much focused on what's popular at the moment. Oh, then yeah, maybe that's the one that got added to Mod Hub. I don't know. I never see the console stuff. If I hear about it, it's just because I've heard somebody talking about it somewhere. And yes, auto load bale trailers are very cheaty. However, I would argue that Giant's physics mechanics are so horrible that an auto load bale trailer is almost a necessity. And yes, I do know that there are much better bale forks and such out there that modders have created to help compensate for that. But the physics are still pretty awful. Okay, that makes complete sense, old timer Dave. I will not be on tomorrow, Kim. I was just telling Sharko I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be out tomorrow evening, but I'm gonna try to get one going Saturday night since we had such a good one last Saturday. So why did the hired help stop for no particular reason? Yeah, I hear you, Ozzy. I've heard that story many times. I think Firewire kind of hit the nail on the head there. Supposedly, with the Alpine expansion that they improved the worker AI, but I haven't seen it. Hey, welcome back, Tristan. Just going to be out for the evening, Kim. Not like leaving town or anything. Just going to be out for the evening, visiting friends. But like I said, I am going to try to get a stream on Saturday night. Since we had so much luck, and that depends on how much work I get done tomorrow during the day. So I've got some serious catching up to do. Oh, now that's good to know. I did not realize that it could be a map issue like that, Dave. Yeah, maybe I should install that on here. I guess if I was using a 12-meter John Deere plow, Hunter wouldn't give me such a hard time. Oh, wait, yes he would. I was using a John Deere baler and he was still giving me crap about John Deere. Oh, I never got a chance to play Doll Ranch. Well, I never took the opportunity to play Doll Ranch. I guess I should phrase it that way. Too many maps, not enough time. And I realize it's not an option on console, but that's what course play is for. People always make the argument that stuff like course play and follow me are a bit of a cheat. And I absolutely disagree. I think those programs have been, or those mods have been added simply because the helpers are so fickle that they need better programming, and that's exactly what Follow Me and Course Play attempts to do. There's nothing on Course Play or Follow Me that you're not paying a helper for. I mean, you can choose not to pay your helpers, but they just allow you to use helpers more effectively. I'll tell you, old timer Dave, I have to agree with you there. Last couple of weeks I've been looking for a new map to start a new series on, and I was really, really struggling to find something because I've been playing Old Timers Farm. I've been playing Almosta Farm. I wanted to do Rustic Acres, but my friend Caveman has already called dibs on that one since he does YouTube channel also. But I think I've got it sorted now. I think I know where I'm going with that. And a lot of people don't. Zins, buddy. I wondered if you were going to make a stop in tonight. You usually do. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying course play and follow me is necessary. They're absolutely not. In fact, I don't think I've used either one very much on this map yet at all. GPS, on the other hand, even that's not necessary. I can manage without it, but it does make life a little bit easier sometimes. Well, Kim, Rockstar sends a lot of messages on Instagram and Facebook and all of that, and how many new cars can you add to GTA 5? Seriously. Oh, I wasn't worried, Zins. Just you become a common face amongst the crowd, and where's this coming from, Sharko? I might replay GTA 5 for the storyline, but I don't think I'd ever go back and try GTA Online again. You want to talk about cheaty, hacky, scammy. And, okay, Mod Hub, what's the name of the map again? So, why would you play, Kim, if you're just getting killed by jet planes in a car game? And yes, I know there's a lot of aircraft and such in the game now, but what's the point of playing if you're just there to be cannon fodder for the hackers? Yeah, Dave, that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is this map? Because I've never heard that name anywhere before on Mod Hub. Oh, and no such thing as an 8 times map. I mean, I think, honestly, as far as dedicated servers go, if I had to pick a list of maybe the 3 most popular maps, oh, Durango. Okay, if you're blasting them with a jet too, I can't argue about that. Um, Peasant Valley, 16 times is a big one. Um, Wild West, I think, is probably rated really high up there for dedicated servers. And I know there's a version of Reachiville that is popular on dedicated servers also. But I think, in all honesty, I think on a dedicated server, you need a map that has a lot of options on it and different things to do. Otherwise, people are going to get bored early on. Which is why maps like Pleasantville or Pleasant Valley. Is it Pleasant Valley or Peasant Valley? I can never keep that straight. Anyway, are very popular because they have a lot of industry and stuff like that. I don't know. Just my 7 cents. 6 cents. I see dead people. Oh, bloody. Carrots. I said I was going to do carrots. I'm going to do carrots. Oh, okay. I know the map you're talking about now. I have to take a look at it. I want to see what carrots are selling for before I go plant too many of them. Okay, yeah. 1,500. I'll plant carrots. Alright guys, the question of the hour is, I've got $1 million, what should I buy? Should I buy more land? Much more land and I'm going to be in the full-blown farm manager mode for sure. Oh, I better check this too. Oh, well, that settles that. Apparently, after cabbage, you must plow. I don't know that my fields can handle much bigger equipment. See ya, Kim. Take it easy, man. I should probably get a bigger seeder, that's for sure. That would make sense. More land? I think that makes a lot of sense too. But apparently, the rest of the stream is pretty much going to be plowing. Because my cabbage fields have to be plowed. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. You have a great night. Well, what are my plow options, I guess, is what I should be looking at. Can I get... That's only 2 extra meters, though. That's the real problem. You can't get anything big enough to do anything with. And I'm not using one of these things. I'm telling you right now. They're more trouble than they're worth. A bunch of I'm not sure I'm getting it. A bunch of conveyor belts so every field has a silo? What does that even mean? I don't get it. A cultivator actually does not do the same as a plow. That's why it's a cultivator and not a plow. A subsoiler does the same as a plow, but not a cultivator. Unless you're talking about caveman's culti plow or flexi plow. Well, I don't think people really want to see me like sitting here going, will that go? Will that fit here? Maybe that'll go, and maybe. Although, to be fair, I know at least one small YouTube channel that's doing quite nicely, doing nothing but farm builds on different maps. Oh, so you're saying run a conveyor. Like, you can't run conveyors across the road, though. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that pack. It does convert plows into, or cultivators into plows. That's right. I forgot about that. I haven't even looked at that in ages. One of these days I'm going to have to get you to show me how to set that up, Sharko, because I'm having a hard time imagining how to get conveyor belts across a roadway. Well, let's see, we're at 10:30. Probably go for another 30 minutes or so. That's probably not worth the time to go install the Field Creator Pack. But I will have that in before Saturday night when we stream again. Because, yeah, 6 meters at a time, these aren't big fields, but it's still going to take up a lot of time. Oh, I get it, Matt. I really do. I've actually used the Field Creator Pack before. I had just forgotten about it. Hasn't been that big a priority for me lately. Well, let's see. The series that I'm doing haven't needed anything like that. I mean, when Off the Grid Season 1 finished up last week, still didn't have a tractor that I was using on a regular basis over 140 horsepower. Well, I was thinking Firewire. I started 7:30 last Saturday, and it worked out exceptionally well. So I'm probably going to shoot for 7:30 again on Saturday. That's going to be my goal, and I will try to post that up early so people have an opportunity to see it more than a couple hours before I go live. Well, let's. Okay, somebody said buy land, and I absolutely agree with that. Now, most of the fields on this map are pretty small, but I'd like to get something that I can really, really build into. So I was kind of thinking 29, 37, 38, and 39 might be good. Or field 1 right here is actually probably the biggest field on the map, or pretty close to it. And that's going to be $500,000 just right there, but it would be close. 87 isn't bad. Well, I want to make sure that I can make the stream. I don't want to post it and then kill it. I'll have a better feel for that by tomorrow afternoon. So we've got 7 and then 3 5s basically. So that'd be 15. That's 22 acres through there. I'd have to merge it all, but that might be good. Down here in this blocky area, Matt, because I was thinking about this too. 63 and 65 right here would make a nice, good sized field for about just over 400,000. If I went to 68 also, that'd be $750,000, but I'd be well over pretty darn close to 25 acres down there. Or I could go 59, 58, and 57. That's a good block there too. Okay, we're going to vote in numbers. You guys tell me which ones you think would be better. This is going to be number 1. 59, 58, or 57, 8, and 9. This block right here. Or 63, 65, and 68. That'll be number 2. 1 and 2. Or this across here. This will be number 3. They're all roughly the same size. So 1, 2, or 3. Which do you prefer? Oh, I'm still pushing towards animals. I don't feel like I have everything together that I need to do animals yet. So Kevin likes 3, the row up here. Matt likes this area, but he wants this block instead of the block I suggested. Sharko says this line up here. That's 2 for 3. Actually 3 for 3. And 1 for down here. Okay. Well, we're going with 3 to start with. I'm definitely going to come down into this area though. But to start with, I'm going to buy up this whole tract right through here. Yeah, 63, 65 look really good. This whole area down here actually You know, because Matt said 61, 59, and 58. Now I've just blown all my money, so I don't have that kind of money anymore. But I actually think this whole block right here, these 5 would merge together really nicely. That's probably going to be my next goal. 60 or 57 through 61. And that would be a really, really nice big field. So I think that's where I'm going to be headed. Pretty darn sure that's where I'm going to be headed. And in fact, for the moment, I'm going to break off from plowing. I want to go look at what I just bought. Just to see what I've got to contend with out there. Shoot, I could mow all these trees out of here and merge this big field right in with all of this. I should keep them separate. So it looks like I've got corn in this field, and that's ready to harvest. Okay. That actually might do well if I turned it into silage. And of course, we've got sugar beets here. It's ready to harvest too. I think I'll probably plow that under. Because I can. Nothing here. Oh, I've got the logging covered. And nothing here. Alright, how much time do we have left? Got about 25 minutes. You guys think I should continue plowing, or should I clear all these trees out in the end of the stream? I'm kind of thinking it might be tree clearing time. And now I'm going to wish I had just bought the Tree Maverick. Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking, Peedle. In fact, I will just buy the Tree Maverick. Yep, merging the fields means clearing the trees, so that's where I'm headed at this point. I gotta run to the shop and grab the Tree Maverick, and I'm gonna buy it this time. I should have, well, I didn't have the money before, but now I do. Besides, it'll pay for itself, right? Forestry, there it is. There it is. Get some good Harv's World color going. Oh, we have to have the 500,000 liter capacity, right? Absolutely. Ooh, that really runs the price up, though. Maybe not. Maybe we won't go that that massive capacity. All right, take care, Firewire. You have a great night, man. Thanks for being here. I think I'm just going to go with the 50,000 liter capacity. Because, man, you start getting the bigger capacities, the price starts going up, but I've got a massive trailer. So I'm just going with the small one. 58 grand it is. A new one of these came out on ModHub today, actually. A new tree clearing device. Now, it doesn't operate the way the Tree Maverick does, where it will give you wood chips or anything. But it's similar. And I'll tell you right here and now, ever since they updated the Trex 600, that thing mows trees like grass. It's insane. Like, just absolutely nuts. Oh, I don't doubt that for a second, Matt. I don't doubt that at all. Hopefully somebody's got a good price for wood chips these days. You know, I actually think I'm going to clear all the trees right here. Since I've got this thing now, I'm going to start right here and clear these trees out. Because I think I'm just going to go ahead and merge this little field into this bigger one. And every once in a while you run into one stupid stump that has to be a pain in the butt. Like that one. I mean, if we're going to merge fields, let's just get serious about it and merge some fields. I've already got fields for hay. I've got a grass field right here, 30 and 31. This provides a ton of grass already. So that's covered. I just haven't done anything with it on the last couple of streams because, frankly, I haven't had time. Actually, this farm has grown up pretty quick. Real quick. Did I miss a stump? I'll be coming back through here in a minute, so I'll grab it then. Missed the whole tree that time. I'm not seeing any stumps that I missed. Oh, right there. Thank you very much. Actually, I could have just done this. No stumps. You know what I could do too is just like walk up to this thing and hit H and get rid of these electrical poles if I really wanted to. Is Elvis confirmed what? You're talking to the wrong guy if you want to know anything about Elvis. He is about as far from my radar as anybody. I don't begrudge anybody their likes or dislikes, but Elvis is definitely not a favorite of mine. Oh, Harv is Elvis? Well, let's see. Elvis died in what, 1977? And I was 11 years old. So I'm pretty sure I'm not Elvis. Oh, wait a second. I wasn't going to merge this, so I could just skip this part. But I've already started this side, so I'll do them. I wonder if this would just work better if I left it up. No, not really. Oh, here's a good question. Have you guys ever had any brushes with greatness? Have you ever met anybody that was famous or have a story to tell about meeting famous people? I've got one, but I'll save it till after I've heard what everybody else has to say. Anyone ever meet anyone famous? And you can't say me because I am not famous. And that's a little bit of a cheesy cop-out answer anyway. All right, Pete'll go. Tell us about it. Oh, Steve, I'm almost a little bit jealous if you met Andre the Giant. That's awesome. I was actually just watching a documentary about him on HBO the other night. Oh, that's awesome, Xerstus. That is very cool. You know, those people just get overwhelmed by their fans, so for them to treat it so casually and still be that level of cool, that's awesome. That's pretty cool, Petal, that, I mean, I understand your point about them being kind of local famous, but still, you get to jam with them. That's pretty awesome. Anyone else? Anyone else got a famous run-in story? One that I've had. Now this is just purely coincidental, and I didn't actually meet this person or anything, but I was walking down the street in Santa Barbara, California, and I'd swear that Julia Roberts walked right past me. But I wasn't as bold as Cerstus and go, "Hey, are you Julia Roberts?" But I'd swear it was her. Dark sunglasses, the whole 9 yards. You know how people. Oh, that's a good point, Cerstus. Working at an airport, yeah, you would be rubbing elbows like that quite a bit, I bet. Yeah, I've heard that, Steve. That his hands were just astronomically huge. He was over 7 feet tall. Just a massive, massive guy. They didn't call him the giant for nothing. What famous pool player did you meet, Sharko? Yeah, walking up to an athlete or a celebrity, with celebrity status, you never quite know what to expect. For the reason I said, they just get overwhelmed with their fans. It's nice when they can take it in stride and just be cool about it. Oh, I like Andre the Giant. I don't like wrestling, but I like Andre the Giant. Now, in this day and age, this isn't necessarily a great thing. And I can kind of confirm from personal experience that he's a bit of a jerk. Well, these days he's been proven to be much more than a bit of a jerk. But when I was a teenager, I met Bill Cosby. Tried to get his autograph. He wouldn't give me his autograph. He signed like 3 autographs, and then he was like, "No more autographs." And I was like, "Oh, come on, man, give me your autograph." And he looked at me and said no, and then made fun of me and pretty much called me Fat Albert. So he was kind of a dick to a very young teenager. But um, yes, I did meet the now infamous Bill Cosby. Oh, I'm sitting on over 500,000 liters of wood chips already. What are wood chips selling for these days? I want to say they were pretty good money. 1,000. I think the Tree Maverick is easily going to pay for itself. I think I'm going to need that field creator pack just to merge all these fields together. Alright, since we're talking about celebs, anybody know who Kevin Pollak is? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Yeah, I gathered that from the last time you were talking about the field creator pack, Matt. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, Kevin Pollak, it's called the Tree Maverick Solstice. I think it might be Farmer Boys Modding, something like that. But look up FS19 Tree Maverick and you should be able to find it. Let me see if the shop actually says who the modder is on this. Nope, it just says Tree Maverick. But yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, Kevin Pollak, he's a comedian, stand-up comedian and actor. Very good actor. I like him a lot. If you've ever seen the movie A Few Good Men, he was the guy who played kind of the geeky lawyer, the sidekick to Tom Cruise. And he does a great stand-up routine where he does an impersonation of Christopher Walken. He used to frequent, Matt will know what I'm talking about, he used to be a frequent guest on Bob and Tom, a radio program that kind of focuses on stand-up comedy. They have a lot of stand-up comedians on their radio show. And he'd come on every once in a while and he would do his impersonation of Christopher Walken, which was spot on and hilarious. And at one point he became so well known for it that he started selling t-shirts that had one of the phrases about marsupials that he used to talk about with Christopher Walken. And I was pretty into it at the time, so I was like, okay, I'll buy one of your t-shirts. And oddly enough, for some guy being a fairly famous actor and comedian, he was like literally selling these t-shirts out of his home. And I think maybe his wife was helping him or something. And at one point, it had been a while, I had ordered the t-shirt and I just sent off an email and I said, hey, I placed an order, blah, 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 like you would normally do for anything, any purchase that you make, just to check up and see what's going on. Well, they sent me an email back and like, yeah, we're a little bit behind in getting orders done. We'll have those out soon, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, great, fine, that works. Well, somehow I kind of ended up on their personal email list. And so for a while, like if they sent out a group email to their celebrity friends or whatever, I was kind of getting 2 or 3 of those emails and then it suddenly stopped. Well, he might have done a version of it, Matt, but it's not his mod. I don't think anyway. I literally thought that Bex, when I was looking for this originally, sent me to Farmer Boys modding. But I think he and Bex have both done their own versions of this mod at this point also. Jotes Joe, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Thumbs up to you too. Nice of you to stop by. I love seeing new names. I mean, it's great to see, the old people who come in from, all the time, which is fantastic. Having the regulars in, but it's really good to see new names coming in too. Yeah, that's probably right, Matt. The reason it's called the Tree Maverick is actually because it's named after I think that was the Brooks All-in-One Solstice. There's a version out there. In fact, I've got that installed here too. I think the Brooks All-in-One was the Big Daddy one. And that's this. Yes. It even says right here, Big Daddy. The Tree Maverick is different. It's a rebuilt, recreated mod. It's not the same as the Big Daddy version. But the Tree Maverick is named after a modder that a lot of people in the modding community knew and who just quit modding and kind of disappeared. And so it's a bit of an homage to that particular modder, and his name was Maverick, I guess. Let's see, I can't do on that side of the road. Looks like this is going to be it down here. Well, Peedle, the truth of the matter is a lot of modders get really fed up because, frankly, you can work your butt off on something, and the minute you release it to the public, somebody's going to steal it, take credit for it, and modders get sick of it. I know of at least one very good one who said, I quit, I'm done, no more. Oh, yep, we are at the witching hour. Still 10 people holding strong. But that is definitively the 3-hour mark. We held strong at double digits at least during this stream, so that's been good. Everybody's been fantastic. I think we are going to call it here, though. 3 hours is plenty. So I do appreciate everybody coming in tonight. It's been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. Good chat, good talk, good farming, good money. Real good money. Trying to plan for Saturday night. I will know better. You'll see me post when I'm absolutely certain I will be able to make that. Yeah, but I think that's going to do it for Almost a Farm on a Thursday night. Again, I appreciate everyone coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.